Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel, whether you're new or coming back. Today we're gonna do a classic twin flame reading, so let's get on with it. We'll get an idea of what's happening with each of the twin collective energies, and we'll get an additional question that tarot will prompt us, and then we'll see how the twins feeling towards each other at this time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Right, let's see, we have two cards. Fellow travelers, this is for Divine Feminine. Support is all around you. And Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. Look at that, support and success. What can be better to see in the cards? That you have all the support you need and you are going for success. If you needed to hear that today, Divine Feminine, which reminds me that I haven't used my affirmation deck from Gabby Bernstein for a while. That's what we're gonna do next time. This is all the support you need right here in these cards. I love it. And the support, of course, can come in many different ways. And you saw there were a lot of animals in the card. So it can be people, it can be animals, it can be nature, it can be spirit. And by the way, there's still very strong energy of connection with ancestors, so that might be something to look into for support. And just know that success expands. It may not, that's another thing, it may not necessarily look like that right away, right? But that's the thing, that it's gonna show up, like that next leg, the higher level is gonna show up suddenly. So this is like a warning that maybe if you're not seeing it yet, you're gonna see it very soon. For masculines, we have unknown territory. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. So masculines are feeling a little lost, a little cold, but a little out of their comfort zone, or maybe a lot. But this is the growth spur, and this is where they're supposed to be, you know, for the things that they're supposed to do in this life. Okay, let's get into tarot. Got the energies. Additional question and feelings. I'm almost done with the horoscopes, by the way, so be sure to check out your reading on my other channel. The moon is at the bottom of the deck. We just had full moon. Well, it just means a week ago we had the lunar eclipse, but it's an eclipse, so it's a very big deal. The energy is still strong, so this is like a prompt to remember about that and be working with the power of the moon. It illuminates things to us. That's what I'm getting. That's what's important. Because even if it looks ugly, if it's not what you want to see, that allows you to go for or to manifest things that you want to see, right? But the more nuance you know, the more you can manifest of the better thing for yourself. 8 of Cups. Yeah, move away from things that you don't want. Do the things that you do want to bring about. But it needs to be a conscious step. And you see, and she's actually looking at the new moon here, which is what's coming up, which is when we set those intentions, right? But it's coming from a place of knowing what I don't want and what I want. Feminines, your energy is as clarified by 7 of Pentacles. So something, oof. The new energy, the transformative energy, we're still in the Scorpio season, by the way, actually in the middle of it. In the middle, or yeah, let's say so. We are in the middle of a Scorpio season, so this is very much a Scorpio season card, right? A big transformation is happening for you, Divine Feminines. And as much as it seems out of hand, and it kind of is with the Death card, it's a major arcana, you're still supposed to have a plan of what you're gonna do. Like, it's showing you something that maybe you're missing right now. Like specific steps, specific aspects of the situation that can help you make a plan. Build something solid, right? So you don't have to just kind of surf it and just make, like, hope that the wave is not gonna take you down. No, you're supposed to be more in charge and in control of what's going to be happening and how you want things to roll out for you. So remember to use that power. Masculines, you have the High Priestess, clarified by 10 of Pentacles. Oh my God. The masculines is seen there feminines as these beautiful creatures that can manifest anything into their reality. And that's where they're learning. They're learning from the best. Wink, wink. You know, they want to get into that space where they can be chill, where they can be empowered, and they can just manifest easily. Of course, it's not always like that. That's the image that the masculines get. But it gets them in the door, right? It gets them interested in how do you do that, or how do I get a piece of that, right? They want to learn, they want to understand better, and they want to bring about this happiness. And yes, Ten of Pentacles is family happiness, community happiness. So that's also what's getting them at the back of it to think about marriage, children, especially if they haven't been married, they don't have children. For those who do, they are considering what that happy family is for them. And again, it's bringing them back to the High Priestess, who is their divine feminine. Additional question. Two of Wands clarified by Four of Swords. Ooh, the weighted choice that needs to be made. Something that needs to be considered from different aspects, right? And the decision should be made after careful consideration. What is it all about for the feminines? Seven of Cups in reverse, clarified by Page. I was just talking about surfing and the waves. Notice that? And I don't see the cards up front. I'm just turning them as I go along. But yeah, so for feminines, the choice in love needs to be a weighted choice, right? Expression and communication. It cannot be just on a whim, just like led by emotion, right? It cannot be chaotic. It needs to be like, it needs to come from the heart, and for that it needs to be a weighted choice. Like, it's something that you live with, you savor it, you understand it, then you can communicate, something along those lines. So don't feel like you're forced to communicate about your feelings, whether it's to your masculine or to somebody else, just because of the circumstances, just because they ask you for it, right? If you need more time, if you need to consider it more, take your time. Especially that communication will include an important decision. For masculines, we see the Three of Swords clarified by Five of Cups. Masculines are in a hurt place right now, right? And they want to move away from it, of course, from sadness, from heartache, but it also cannot be on a whim. Like, the impulsive decisions will not help here. It needs to be rested, it needs to go through that natural process of healing, and then decision can be made, right? At least this initial stage of grieving needs to pass before they're able to make good choices and to take action towards something better. So this is like that simmering stage where it's cooking, and it may not look good from the outside, but inside healing is happening. It's important to respect it, to acknowledge it, and to give it time. How are feminines feeling towards the masculines right now? Three of Pentacles clarified by Nine of Cups. They see that they've had a lot of expectations of the masculine that may not have come through. And this, in this deck, Three of Pentacles has a very different vibe to what it usually is. But this is part of it. Like, though there's hope for collaboration, there is an expectation for it, and it's not really coming about in real life. But what the feminine is seeing is that it's partly them putting too much of that personal expectation, right? That was never going to work in the first place. It's seeing why it fell through, why it didn't work, how self-indulgent or insecure or codependent it was. So this is like turning things around, not in terms of the expectations necessarily, that's what I'm hearing, but in terms of holding the masculines accountable, like solely accountable for whatever didn't work out, right? They're seeing the other side of the puzzle now, being more compassionate towards the masculine in that situation. Masculines towards feminines, the Chariot clarified by Eight of Swords. And I like that this Chariot is actually running towards damsel in distress. Masculines want to be that knight in shining armor. They want to rush in. That's part of the thing that is, the impulsive decision that they're thinking about. They haven't taken the action yet. This is just how they feel. But ideally, if they could, they would just rush in to save the damsel in distress. And yes, even though they understand that part of it is in their head, in the feminine's head, they still want to be there to comfort, to nurture, to support, right? Chariot is actually Cancer energy, right? It's just very nurturing energy. Very much is like, yes, I'm here for you, right? You can lean on me. And they want to be that person for divine feminines. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here. This was a short check-in. I might do something bigger tomorrow. I have a few ideas. If you have any for me, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do to incorporate that in my next video. Thank you very much for being with me, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. In the meantime, bye.